Okay, hi, welcome back to my channel. My hair's already done, so that's why I have this, which I know I look great, but it's the only way I could think of doing this because I wanted to kind of do like narration style because I was so nervous since I was bleaching every single hair on my tiny head. I literally couldn't speak and do it, so I thought I would just get the clips of me doing it and kind of narrate and insert the clips when they become relevant. So let's just get into it, I guess. I'm aware I look like a Q-tip, but that's okay. Q-tips are nice. And yeah, I'm aware you saw my hair in the thumbnail already, but this is just better for the reveal. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a hair video without a reveal element, what's the point? Let's get into it, I guess. So the first thing I did was sponsored by Canada Dry. No, I'm kidding. I wish. Love some ginger ale, but no, I just added that clip because that was the beginning of the end. Anyway, so the first thing I did was section my hair. I didn't get the best clips of me sectioning my hair, but since I already had the Narcissa Malfoy hair, if you watched that video on my channel, you'd know. But since that hair had already been bleached, obviously I didn't want to bleach it with 30 volume like the black parts of my hair. So I did that first with just a 20 volume to get, because I had purple and blue dye in it, to get that out and just touch up the roots. And then I braided that and kept it out of the way for the rest of my bleaching process. And then I decided to, I have a middle part, so I did one half on the top and then the other half on the top, just because I didn't want to feel rushed or anything while I was bleaching, and I wanted to be able to double check because I was using tinfoil this time, which I didn't do last time. When I got my hair cut, my hairstylist told me to use foils. She was surprised that I even got any lift without foils. When she saw my like Narcissa hair, she's like, oh, this is a great lift for no foils, but I recommend using foils, you'll get way better lift. And I did. I was actually so surprised. I don't know why I never thought of that. Like the first time I bleached my hair, like I knew people use tinfoil, but I was just like, so yeah, so I used tinfoil this time. God, I can't get over this. And then, so I used tinfoil and I just wanted to be able to check and just make sure the hair wasn't breaking off because foils do make it process more, so I was worried about the integrity of my hair and all that stuff. So I decided to do 2 sections, which took forever. Let me emphasize forever, because I had to do each side twice and then you're like having to wash it out each time, and then I didn't want to blow dry it each time, so I'd let it air dry, and it was just a lot of time. But I felt more comfortable that way. Sorry, I keep hitting this plant. I felt more comfortable that way, and that's why I did it. So yeah, if you want to do your own hair, I recommend sections. I think it's easier to get every part, even though I still miss some parts, just because I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I wasn't wearing my glasses. But I mean, even if you're blind, you can see black in a pool of yellow, so you know, it was my fault, but that's okay. So after sectioning, I mixed the bleach, and here's where we run into the first bit of trouble. So I decided to make double the amount of bleach that I usually used to do for like my Narcissa hair, just because I usually have to make more halfway through, like when it's time for the roots, and I didn't want to have to make more halfway through, so I was like, I'll just make double. But I actually made it a little bit too runny, and you'll recognize that problem from my first bleaching video. But I had applied the bleach and then used the foils and wrapped it up, and then I was like, you know what, no, like I think that was too runny, so I added more bleach powder to the mixture, mixed it all up, and then it was like the thick consistency you want. So I took all the foils off and reapplied on top of the runny bleach, and it seemed to work fine. It just took some extra time and it probably wasn't ideal, but yeah, make sure your bleach is really thick. Like I think it's supposed to be almost a toothpaste texture. I've kind of got to the point where I don't need to measure anymore. I can just kind of eyeball it and tell where it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to like completely like you'll see in the clips, it completely covers your hair. You know, it's not like runny where it melts into your hair. Hopefully it shows that well in the clips of before, but yeah, I'm glad I realized the mistake before letting that process and washing it out, because that would have just been a third bleach probably. But yeah, so just learn how thick bleach is supposed to be if you're looking to do this yourself. So I applied the bleach to my mids and ends because my roots were about November, December, or December, January, February. My roots were about like 3 months growth, so they were not too long, but longer than normal, I think. So I just did mids to ends, avoiding anywhere on my scalp because I know my scalp really processes it fast. So yeah, I did mids to ends. I'd wrap them in foil and then leave it on for 30 minutes. And then I took the foils off and did my roots just because it was easier with the foils off to get everywhere, and then put the foils back on and left the roots for 10 minutes and then washed it out. So that's what I did. I'm not saying you should do that. Just do your research. That's what worked for me. I feel like I have a good understanding of my hair. It's really healthy, and even now after all the bleaching, it's super soft and it feels literally just as good as it did before I bleached it. So yeah, just know your hair, I guess. I don't know your hair, so please don't do what I did and then get mad if it like fries your hair off or something. So I don't know. That's just what I did. So I did this side twice in one night because I was like, I know I'm gonna have to do them twice, so I might as well just do it twice because I'd missed some sections and I was just like, whatever. And then I went to bed. There's some pictures of me with the half and half hair. Kind of cool. I wish I could pull that off, but it doesn't really go with my style, I don't think. But half and half hair is dope, so yeah, there's that. And I didn't really want to do a whole ton more damage, so I only blow dried in between the first and second bleaches, just because it'd be faster that way. Like I bleached first, wash it out, let it air dry for a little bit, and then blow dry it, and then did my second bleach, and then let it just air dry because that's what worked best for me. I know never to brush freshly bleached hair like when it's wet, so I used a wide tooth comb just because it was super tangled, because when you wash it with just water, like no conditioner or shampoo or anything, obviously you're gonna run into a little bit of tangle. So yeah, I used a wide tooth comb and was just really careful with it. And yeah, in the clip of me brushing it, you can see it's quite orange and I still had some spots missing. But at that point, I actually ran out of bleach because I've been using this tub of bleach since like November for my underneath and stuff, and I really didn't think I was gonna run out of bleach, but I did. It wasn't the worst thing in the world for me because most of it was just like a few darker patches, which I was expecting because I do have years of like dark hair dye on my mids and ends, and like whatever, I wasn't expecting the most even result. So yeah, and originally I was planning on doing a darker color, so I was like, it's fine, I'll do the darker color and you won't be able to see the spots I missed. Yeah, the reason I wanted to do a darker color instead of going like straight to blonde or something was because I knew if I wanted to go blonde, I'd have to bleach it maybe 3 or 4 times to get like a light enough yellow to tone and all that stuff. So I thought I would do the 2 bleaches and keep it a darker color or whatever for a few months, and then bleach it again and see where I'm at and tone it, and then go for like a natural kind of blonde, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get platinum. I don't really know, but yeah, so that's kind of what I did for my underneath too. I did hot pink and then purple and blue, and then the last time I bleached it, like before I did my whole head, it was actually quite light. I probably could have got a blonde out of that, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to do the dark color with the blonde underneath, but I just decided to do my whole head because I'm kind of done with the whole Narcissa hair. I might come back to it one day, like when I have blonde. That'd be kind of cool with like a fun color underneath or something. But okay, so dye time. So I really wanted a coppery brown color. I've been searching everywhere for a hair dye for like a natural like gingery copper, and I just love the way copper looks. Like copper is just such a pretty color, and I thought it'd be a good transition, you know, black to copper and then copper to blonde eventually. And that's what I was going for. So I ordered this dye. It's by the brand Adore, I think. It's the only one I could find with like a coppery brown color. I saw it on TikTok, so many people, and I was watching like YouTube videos, and so many people were dyeing their hair like different shades of ginger with different dyes from this brand. And I was like, okay, cool. Because I didn't really want to do like a crazy color like purple or pink. Like that's been my dream my whole life, is to have like pink hair, but I just don't want my whole head to be pink. I'd rather have like a muted shade kind of like this, and that might be my next color, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just wanted to have a natural color for now. So yeah, so I mixed up the dye, and I didn't dilute it or anything. I just put the dye straight onto my roots because they were lighter than my ends, which I was expecting because there was no dye on them, even though I didn't keep it on my roots very long, and I ended up with hot roots. It wasn't awful, but they were lighter. So I put the dye straight on my roots and did that all over. And then I mixed conditioner in with the rest of the dye to apply it to the mids and ends to kind of even it out, I thought, because I thought you put the dark on the roots and then it would, you know, because natural hair is darker at the roots and light at the ends, which looks really nice. I kind of wanted that, but I thought diluting it would kind of even it out since it was already a little bit orangier, but yeah, that didn't happen. So I washed it out. And this is what it looked like. I'm not gonna lie, I was like just so tired. I was feeling really ill that day, so I was just like, whatever, at least it's done. I think it looked weird. It was like the weirdest color I've ever seen. And I was like, okay, like I haven't shampooed it yet, so I don't really know if this is what it's gonna stay like, whatever. So I went to bed. I don't really like panic or like, actually I do. I panic and stress a lot. I have really bad like anxiety issues, so we're not gonna get into that. But I'm also really numb to like certain emotions. This is getting too personal for a hair video, but anyway, I was just not panicked until the next day. I saw it in the sun and I was like upset. And then my parents saw it and my dad called me Woody Woodpecker and my mom said she didn't like it. But I decided to shampoo it like 3 times the next day and it fixed it a bit. It's still like a brightish red color. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna take this off and put on a cute shirt and show you. Okay, here it is. It looks kind of good in this lighting, I'm not gonna lie. I hated it and I don't know how I still feel about it. These curls are from yesterday. I took some Instagram pictures. I'll insert them somewhere in this video so you can see. I like it. You can see a dark right there. Obviously it's not perfect. I did it myself. Going into it, I knew it wasn't gonna be perfect. That's fine. I'm not a trained professional and I'm not gonna expect professional results from someone like me doing my hair. I like it. It's a completely different hair color than I thought it would be. I think I'm definitely gonna try to fade it out as fast as possible. I ordered some clarifying shampoo and I'm just gonna shampoo the shit out of it and wash it with really hot really hot water. I'm gonna wash it with really hot water and shampoo it like every time, which is probably gonna dry out my hair, but yeah, I have so much green clothing. Like green is my favorite color to wear. And this is like red. Like it looks more orange on camera, but it's like red in the sun. I'll show some clips in the sun, but I don't want to wear red and green. Like that's the only color combo that I hate. So yeah, but anyway, this is it. So yeah, the main reason I decided to do this is because if you're subscribed to me, you know I have premature gray hair and I'll insert some pictures. My roots are very full force, like very gray all the time. And even though my natural hair is black, the upkeep of that is literally insane just to have my natural hair color. Like I have to do my roots once a month if I want to keep it up, but I didn't, so I kept leaving it. But I just thought we're gonna make the journey to the light side of hair and eventually I can probably go to a professional and get like white highlights to kind of blend the grays. Like I'll show some pictures of the eventual blonde I probably want to do, but you know, it's a never-ending battle because my roots are literally black and like silvery white. So no matter what hair color I ever have, it's never gonna blend my roots. So I'm just waiting. Like the gray is continuously getting stronger, so I'm hoping by the time I am blonde it's mostly gray and then it'll just like blend in better, because I don't mind having black roots with blonde hair, but having gray roots with black hair, I hated the way it looked. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, just let me know what you think. It's so weird having a different color hair. I've literally had black hair my entire life. Yeah, I hope you like it. If you don't like it, keep that to yourself, please. I don't think I can handle that right now. I'm kidding. Well, I honestly don't think I can handle hate, but you're free to say whatever you want about it. It's totally fine. Get that engagement up, I guess. So, fine by me if you want to leave hate, and if you're really interested in like all the hair colors that I want to do, you can check my Pinterest. I have like a hair board with colors that I want to do. Comment down below what you think I should do next, and if you like it, and whatever you feel like commenting, just comment. I don't know. I really hope you like it, or at least the video. I hope you like the video. It's a journey for sure, but I'm just rambling now, so I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and clicking on this, and thank you so much for 400 subscribers. I literally can't believe it. I don't think I'll ever understand, but thank you. Like, I hope you know how genuine I'm being and how much I actually like mean it, because thank you. I feel like I'm never explaining it enough, but like thank you. So thanks. I'll see you in my next video, or you'll see me, whatever, because I just see my phone, so I'm sorry. I wish I could see you, but I just see my phone. So thank you so much for watching, and I've said that like 3,000 times, but thank you.